We are about to order all of the parts for my car and for Melissa's car. Realistically, for Melissa's car, we're getting the cylinder head temperature sensor. I'm going to get head bolts and a head gasket as well as a valve cover gasket. I'm going to take the sensor out and try to put the new sensor in and see if that works. Realistically, we could just bypass the sensor, but I don't know what the best option is. And I want to get the valve cover gasket set so I can just take the valve cover off and then check and make sure that there's nothing going on inside of the head, right? At least at a base minimum. The car still starts and runs. There's no ticking, there's no knocking or anything along those lines. It's just stuck in a limp mode, so it's limited power. So potential that limp mode is limiting what we're seeing, right? And there is a potential for knocking and such. So yeah, that's where we stand. Everything will be here next week. So unfortunately, not going to have anything crazy in this video, but we're going to go clean out the engine bay on the Speed 6 and do some stuff in that front. Car on a sticky. It's an old Honda wagon. All right, so we've gotten all of our packages, so let's go ahead and get these open. This big ass box just for this is for Melissa's car. Yada yeetus. And then we have whatever's in here. That literally was the only thing in this box. We got the car reveal. Let's go. This must be the VVT solenoid gasket, my head gasket, valve cover gasket. And here, this should be the sensor for her car, which it's small and it looks like it's going to be a pain in the ass to get to because it's on the back of the engine. I'm really close to the microphone, so sorry if the audio is a little shit here. Car reveal number 3. I'm still gonna say the best one we got was the Honda. We got the head bolts and we got the valve cover gasket. And we have the little sensor. So I guess at this point I need to tear the sensor off and probably take the valve cover off and take a look at the head, and then worst case scenario we tear the head off and replace everything else. So yeah, head gasket, valve cover gasket sets. We have the head bolts, water pump. We have a new thermostat. We have new timing components, chain, guides, and then we have the VVT solenoid gasket. I did not buy the new pigtail for it. The next step is to essentially build it, but we need to clean the head because as you can see, it's just down there and it's been in there and there's probably spiders in it, and I didn't do a very good job of covering it because I'm a piece of shit. So hopefully there's not any problems with it. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and move all of this piping. I don't know necessarily where we want to keep it. This is looks like it's got holes in it. But shout out Robbie. Robbie helped me move all of the drywall that was here and that little clip. So thank you to him for being helpful. Wow. And then maybe replace some of this stuff in here. That way we don't have any issues. I don't really like this lining. Like it is what it is. I'll probably tear it out and get it the fuck out of here. I mean, it is like supposed to be noise suppressant, like firewall shit, I assume. But I really don't care. I don't think it's necessary to have it, so we're gonna get rid of it. This is just a giant cluster of ugliness. I don't know if there's much we can really do, but we can try to clean up what we can. Realistically though, my goal is to figure out what we're gonna do. If we're gonna paint the inside of the bay or not. We're definitely going to paint the subframe and or probably paint and plasti dip or like undercoat it with like undercoating or like bed liner or something of that type, just so it like is in a good condition. It's obviously not too rusty in a visible way, but yeah. And then we have to 100% check out these boots over here and make sure that all of the suspension shit is good. And then we need the radiator, the core support, and the condenser. So not much needed. And also we need to figure out this guy, and then look through, I don't know. I'm not seeing really anything else over here that needs to be looked at the moment. So yeah, that will probably do it for this episode. It's another kind of shitty, but not so shitty. I kind of extended the timeline a little bit just because I wanted to wait to get everything in, just so we would have all of the parts and kind of have an idea of where we stand. Now that I have everything here, the biggest thing is getting the head apart and making sure that the cams aren't fucked and that everything else isn't fucked. But just looking at it, it looks like that cam is rusty. So we might need new cams. It's okay. We're going to make it work. Like I said, 6-month timeline. This has exponentially expedited the timeline on that forecast. And then, yeah, I just looked, and that starter over there looks pretty fucked. Maybe we need a new starter. So we might need a new starter as well. But either way, that's the whole point of buying things at the rate of which I did. I bought a few of the things to get the engine together. We obviously can put the head on the bottom here and then get the oil pan and everything else set up. We don't need the cams to fucking, have that part of it done. So, with that being said, hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you to the homies for all the help that they've been helping me with in the past few weeks. I appreciate them. And hopefully we can continue to make progress ourselves as well. So, yeah, now that it's kind of clean in here, we got the drywall moved, we should be making progress. So I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.